Teach Me Grappling, what's up guys? Coach Brian here. I'm back and we've got a mat here with an 80cc logo. This is the 80cc Open down in San Diego, California. My student Aaron Summers is right here on the right. Dude on the left in the red, kind of like it's like a weird little McDonald's kind of, I don't know, some type of outfit, rash guard. Anyway, check this out. The reason why I'm doing this video is I want to talk about, notice Aaron, he's driving him out. You know, they've got a big square there, and then we drive the opponent out, and the opponent backs out of bounds. No problem. Let's go back in the middle. Let's wrestle. Come on, let's go. You know, call it jiu-jitsu, call it wrestling, call it what you want. Submission wrestling, submission grappling, no gi. Guys, we've got a sport here, and we've got a problem. And this is what I want to talk about. Specifically this. What's about to happen? Do you see a guy on the edge? You see how he's on the edge? We want to make stuff happen. Now, I do wish that my student had more tools in his toolbox to make it all work, you know, but he's waving his opponent back in. And as he starts working in again, looking for underhooks, you know, the guy's grabbing a collar tie, just kind of head blocking. We're trying to change ties. Do you see? We're in the black. We're trying to change the ties to create activity. Now, sure, are we shooting low singles, ankle picks? No. Are we using certain setups that could probably facilitate a takedown? No. But that's not the point. You have one guy pushing, driving, over-under position, going out of bounds, and you guys know it. You got to go back to the middle and restart again. Now, at some jiu-jitsu tournaments, the areas that you compete in are even smaller than this. But there's a shot from Open. He catches us with a Kimura. We kind of roll through, come up out on the top, and we're already on the edge, crashing into the table. They yell stop, and they're going to have to restart us because we're knocking stuff down. Okay? All right. So, guys, think about this. Those of you that have been to tournaments, you know already. But if you haven't been to a lot of tournaments, we are in a grappling combat sport. It is a sport, okay? We need to see some level of action because it's a sport, you know? We're not playing a game where, you know, let's play Monopoly. And you know, if you guys haven't played Monopoly, it can last hours and hours. I mean, a game of Monopoly could last days, possibly sometimes. Guys, this is a sport. We need to have a decision at the end of the time limits. And you cannot have somebody backing out of bounds, running from the action. See, one way to solve it is with the karate, what is it, karate combat? What is that thing called? Comment down below if you guys know what I'm talking about. I think it's karate combat. The kind of angled walls that they used in CJI so that guys can't back out of bounds. I love that idea because that's one way to solve. But at this stage, it doesn't make sense because we have to, you know, these tournaments, the organizers, they have mats, you know, they own all these mats. Maybe someday there'll be maybe some business or somebody will create a, you know, these barriers to do this at every single tournament. But it seems like a whole lot of extra that we may not be prepared for. Guy tried to crank our arm right there. We snapped him down, went to a single. Guy's trying to counter us. We finally get him down. Now, you guys know 80cc rules, first half of the match. There's no points. So depending on your time limits, you know, this I believe this one was in the points part of the match. Not 100% sure, but, you know, anyway. Guys, we've got to stop with this, though. So now look at the head table. He's going to be talking to the guys about the stuff, knowing when to stop, how to go back into position when you restart, you know, backing out of bounds, all that. So yeah, looks like they did give my boy his 2 points. But we've really, guys, we've got to create some new rules. We've got to add either these karate combat CJI walls, or another simple solution, which is already a thing in wrestling. It's called stalling. And jiu-jitsu, I'm going to say it, pretends to already have stalling. The problem is it's just not called. And because jiu-jitsu is mostly a ground-based art, even though it starts on your feet and you should know takedowns, it is mostly a ground-based art. In these, do you notice when they're on the ground right here, they're grappling? You know, do you see it? Like my student right here, he's going to make a mistake in a second, but he's trying to pass the guard. Like, you have action. Look at, guy tries to get on top. And now, out of this position, we push and we get back up. And again, more underhooks, more backing up, more backing out of bounds. See, if they were on the ground and if a guy stalled, jiu-jitsu referees would be much, much more likely to call stalling. But because they lack I think the understanding, another out of bounds, because they lack the understanding of stand-up grappling, which isn't good. It's not good. We've got to understand it. I mean, standing grappling is a part of the sport. So we need to know it. Going out of bounds again. If we understand it, we should know who's stalling. We should be able to tell. Do you guys not see who's stalling in this match? Who's taking the grips? Who's trying to break ties to create an attack? Do you guys see it? So I'm not saying the other guy's doing absolutely nothing, but overall, he is backing up. And we are trying to make something happen. Now again, I will work on my guy on how to still score on a guy who's just blocking with his head, blocking with collar ties. At least he tried to snap us down, but he's still backing out of bounds. And he doesn't want to circle back in. If you really, really wanted that front headlock, he would have went after it and kept it, did something with it, and he would have circled back in because he doesn't want to lose it. But the truth is, I'm just going to say it, guys. I don't know this guy. He's probably a great guy, but he didn't really want it. And this has got to end. Guys, this is not the only match. Now they're trying to start in the same position because they keep breaking. And you see then a takedown. So now the guy scrambles to avoid the points, and then they go out of bounds as the girl gets kicked in the head. So he's going to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. So guys, please, I don't know what you guys can do, but comment down below. Talk more about this. Someday, tournament organizers, please get it together. I don't care if it's more stalling calls by the referee where you are literally penalized for backing up. I don't think they need to go to wrestling style where it's 1 point for out of bounds. You know, freestyle and Greco is 1 point when you get a step out. But guess what it does? It makes you wrestle in the middle. So we did win this match. It was razor close because the guy's going to get on top of us right now. But anyway, it is what it is. Guys, I love you guys, but we've got to address this. Please stop the stalling. Learn takedowns. All right, I love you. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. All right, and then I'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.